Hello, my name is Dr. Riven, and the name of the game is City of Heroes. So again, we're going to be playing... There we go. We're going to be playing as the Reaper in Red. And we're still going through all these little fun little adventures here. I really should keep track of which ones I've done. Here we go. I don't think I got all of them, but I got most of them. Okay, so. Let's see what this recruitment flyer says. To all those who beg for the fee at the council's high and mighty leaders, wake up. There's a new order coming. We're no longer around foreigners to do our job. At a rally, we will make an example of these foreign spies. We'll show the world we're not taking it anymore. Last week, a foreign dignitary was kidnapped from her hotel room by a broad daylight paramilitary types. It sounds as if she's going to be a gruesome end to this rally if she's not saved in time. Rescuing her will not only save her life, but also prevent a worldwide diplomatic fiasco. On the other hand, if you infiltrate them and get access to their leader, and assassinate him before he causes more political killings. Well, if the news reports were right about the foreign dignitary, they're not going to execute her right away. You can use her as bait while you cause a commotion, hopefully drawing out the rally's organizer. If you act like a convert to their cause, they might even leave you alone long enough for their leader to show. Hopefully, if this works out, the dignitary might not even die. Go to their rally and act as if you're on their side. Then look for some kind of security terminals they'll be using to monitor events. If you can disable all of them, might raise their suspicions on their leader. That's when you can assassinate him before he's responsible for any more needless murders. If the dignitary dies in the process, then his assassination is even more deserved, isn't it? We're not gonna do... Here's the thing. We're just gonna kill him. These security terminals. These idiots think I'd really sign with them. I'm going to give you a few moments to explain why you're here. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to give you a reason why I don't have to rip you 100 dude holes in your body. Well, I'm here to give my support to the rally. You, Reaper in Red, join our cause. Saddle your cold hell. Touch the ground and you might feel it chill. And what you're saying is true. You're not exactly the poster child of do-good anymore. I want to see this dignitary burn. That's what we're all here for, Reaper in Red. Welcome to the new order. We'll start once the guy behind this rally gets here. In the meantime, feel free to grab a seat somewhere. I'm gonna have a look around. Don't worry. You won't need to worry about me for much longer until you're dead. Because I'm going to betray all of you. It says I found something, but there's nothing that popped up. There's the third one. Wow, they're real close to each other. Okay, security is down. Maelstrom. He escaped before I could kill him, but that's okay. I can take out the guest speaker instead. Well, I don't know who he is, but you, buddy, you're not going to be greeting him. Well, the dignitary made it out safe. Maelstrom got away, but he'll get his one day. Radio distress call. Found the broken radio and hit a few times before it starts to work again, allowing me to overhear a transmission. In an underground base not too far from here, Saboteur has stolen the override codes of an experimental weapon system on behalf of Maestro, the tenant within the council. There are codes to deliver electromagnetic pulse generators beneath several parts of the city. If the Saboteur manages to activate the codes, he can level multiple parts of Paragon City. The situation does seem dire. The Saboteur would be able to activate the codes for at least 2 of the generators before he would be able to stop them, meaning parts of Paragon may very well be destroyed. In order to stop any innocent lives from loss, someone needs to destroy these generators before they can activate it. However, that would mean the Saboteur would get away with the codes. The lives of some civilians within Paragon is a place the city might have to pay to stop whoever is behind these schemes. You have no idea what the Council has in mind for these weapon system codes. All you know is that an inside agent what the inside agent in military complex said, and it doesn't sound good. If it's as dangerous as it sounds, there may be many lives that may be put at risk. It's entirely possible that these pulse charges may go off, but the Council usually works on a bigger scale. This ultimately comes down to acceptable losses, and the greater potential loss of life outweighs the ones that will likely die. Unfortunately, that's the way the world works, whether people like it or not. It's not all sunshine and roses. The person giving the distress call on the radio has revealed where the base's location is. If you get there fast enough, you can intercept the Saboteur. Don't leave anyone standing unless you want to risk a copy of the codes getting back to the Council. You're a professional here, not some sloppy amateur. You enter the building as before the beefy rumbles. One of the pulse charges has already gone off. You need to hurry before more are activated.
true identity of the Council Saboteur is Flambeau. The details are hazy to how she began working with the Council. It appears she's under some sort of mind control. One interesting note is that her mind was easily controlled by the council, meaning she was either has very weak defenses against that, or she was willing to help the council in their schemes. But why? So the Saboteur's Flambeau. That foolish little girl. There she is, Flambeau. Get this foolish girl out of our problem. Out of our way. Totally under my control. Council forced me to do all this. We beat her into a coma. She doesn't deserve to die yet. Though she probably won't be walking for a while. Flambeau was teleported to a nearby hospital, and that's where she'll have her mind looked at. The council scheme has been foiled at the price of one of the neighborhoods in Paragon. Better a small neighborhood than the entire city, however. It's the big picture that matters. There's a note written in a hurry. Read it over, trying to figure out exactly what's written down. Reaper in red. This is the safest way to contact you. You need to be warned about a life-threatening situation. I am part of a plot to kidnap and ransom the Paragon City Council. If our demands are not met, we will dispose of the hostages. This is not how it was supposed to happen, and I no longer want to be part of this plan, but I can't get out of it. I need your help, Reaper in Red. Please do what I do not have the strength to do. I won't be there by the time you arrive, for I want nothing else for this situation. Miss Thistle.
Although this sounds like a trap, you've been hearing that Miss Thistle has been getting a bad name amongst the criminal elements of society. That could very well be true, and only you could save the city council from being held to ransom, or worse. On the other hand, this could be all a trap. Thistle's setting up the people she used to work for, then making a break for it. You're not allowed a villain like her to get away with this. You could track her down and bring her in, letting someone else deal with a possible problem with the Paragon City Council. That warning by Miss Thistle is either a transparent attempt at luring you into a trap. It's a rather transparent attempt. What she did plan for was focusing on tracking her down. Regardless of whether or not there's an actual situation, you can't let just Miss Thistle go like this. Should be easy enough to track exactly where she has run off to and bring her down. You're able to discover where Miss Thistle ran to, an old cave network beneath Paragon City, of course. If she thinks she can hide there, she has another thing coming to her. Another think coming to her, according to this. You're going to go in there and show her exactly what happens to the villains you catch within Paragon City. Death! She has another think coming. She's got another think coming. If you think I'll sit around saving the city council, girl, you must be fooling. It's a case of do or die. Out there is a thistle waiting to get beat. If you think I'm gonna go, you're nuts. You got another think coming. 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 You enter the cave and see someone else has shown up for Miss Thistle. Arachnos. Yes, there are some Arachnos here. Take them out as well.
Pretty dead day today in the chat room, in the chat area. People are probably doing the Halloween event. I'm not here to take you in, Miss Thistle. I'm here to take you out. Boom, she's down. Boom. Well, one of the members of the city council have been rushed to the hospital for emergency care. Whatever. Miss Thistle's been taken out. That's what matters. I've got an Eldritch summoning script. By deciphering the strange writing found in this ancient parchment, it seems you have summoned on the details of a summoning ritual held by the villainess Desdemona. She is planning a summoning on a greater being from a hellish dimension by drawing from power
How about them mystical artifacts? In addition to the Eldritch powder being pulled from the artifacts, Desdemona has joined forces with the Circle of Thorns to complete the ritual. Judging by the apparent amount of powder required for the summoning, if Desdemona is successful, the results could be catastrophic. Rather than letting this disaster go unchecked, you still have time to destroy these artifacts, thereby preventing Desdemona from completing the ceremony. However, this would be a perfect opportunity to bring justice to all the gathered cultists, including Desdemona herself. Once they finish the summoning, they'll be unlikely in a much weaker strait. Other heroes can deal with the demon. Excuse me. So let's take out the cultists and Desdemona. Demons marauding through Paragon City has caused quite a few problems over the years. It's one thing for these fiends to find their way to the world, but it's another when the demons are brought here intentionally. Desdemona's sheer regard for the safety of people of Paragon City has gone too far with the latest endeavor, and the fact that she's worked with the Circle of Thorns to summon this demon in this ritual has become nothing more than criminal. Instead of putting a stop to her pets again and again, why not stop the problem at its source? Once the ritual is completed, she and her followers will be in a weakened state. Rather than chasing down the demon, why not wait for the real culprits? By the point you make it to the summoning site, the cultists should be done summoning the demon. At this point, they'll all be ripe for the taking. Walk in there and bring justice to everyone. So we'll be needing to go to Talos Island for this. Take a sip of my drink. The sound of screams from outside, you're sure a demon has been summoned and likely has escaped by now. But not Desdemona. The City of Thorns. I can feel the souls do not match the husks. Killing these vessels will serve no purpose in defeating the souls within, but it will slow them down. heal up a bit. Information about the Envoy of Shadows. One of the Circle is rambling on regarding the Envoy of Shadows, a demonic creature who is the ambassador of the Prince of Demons. The Circle seems interested in bringing this demon to the world for the purpose of using it in the war against the Rikti. Interesting.
The Marquis has been released. All your heroes to suffer. Yeah, well, you're gonna suffer a lot too. The destruction of Desdemona. You step out from the circle counter to see the immediate area in ruins. The Marquis, which really seems to be the cause of this. Just a small price to pay, as Desdemona has been stopped from ever pulling something like this again. Find a lab report with the word Cray on the front. Knowing how things usually end with Cray, opening up, and let's see what they're up to now. Looks like they're making... You discover recently fired Cray scientists running experiments to create some sort of mind control serum. The serum would send signals to a person's brain to react more favorably towards anything related to Cray. The end of the report reveals that they sent a batch of the serum to a group of Sky Raiders to be put on the water supply of Independence Port for their initial testing. If all goes well, Clay plans to letting this in the main water supply and fault line, along with the new brand of bottled water that they'll put out, under a different company, of course. If this report is correct, the serum will be dumped into the waters of Independence Port today. Craig can't be allowed to fool the Paragon people of Paragon into falling more of their schemes. Who knows what else they might be able to get away with if the people actually like the company. But there's still the issue of the scientists creating the serum. Who knows if all the people in Paragon Independence Port might like Cray a little more. Who cares if they like Cray a bit more? That Cray scientist is about to be stopped before more of this serum is produced. Cray has caused too many problems for the city for years now. In the past, they've managed to wriggle out every charge of illegal loopholes. Even with this proof in your hands, Cray will surely find a way to slip out of the case as well. Unless you can find the scientist they're working with and force a confession from her, that is. This serum may get into the lives of the systems of innocent people, but if you don't stop at the source, many more lives could be potentially hurt as well. This time around, it might be a good idea to let a few people get put at risk in order to save a great deal more. Stopping Cray and this scientist will save more lives than a few citizens affected by this serum. The lab reports have enough clues in them to let you know where the scientist has been performing his experiments. Head over there and take her by surprise. Enter a Cray lab. Expect the Cray assault team to find snakes down the round? Something isn't right. You'd best be on your guard. Let's see what these files have to say. Some research notes by the lead scientist. I have received the samples required to complete the serum from my higher-up, so I'm somewhat concerned. They do not match what I intended. When I spoke with my contact with Cray, I was told it's just by my own business, but this is how it must be. Oh. I continued onward, of course, but who am I to try to oppose Cray? But I did do my own research of the matter, of course. I found the name of two men who might be able to answer my questions regarding the odd pattern of serum, Dr. Forrester and Operative Grillo. When this is done, I intend to discuss the true nature of the serum with them directly. Till then, I will bide my time. Heal up a bit. Time to put down this monster. Guess I gotta get rid of that one too. The Crave lab was ruined before you could even enter it. What you found was most disturbing. You were able to stop the mutated scientists from spreading out further. This should be, hopefully, be enough evidence to be useful against Cray, even that some people might, in the independence part, might be turned into sticks. You find an abandoned picket sign while fighting crime. You pick it up and read it over. The petition side reads,
Raise the wages or raise the docks. You remember hearing that the local dock workers union was protesting pay rates and working conditions as of late. Looking into it further, it turns out the dock workers union has hired out large groups of scrapyards from Cage Consortium to do more than manual work. While this is legal, it certainly reeks given the shady practices in the past by Cage. The wording of the sign looks like the protest is getting rather heated, which could be bad considering most of the scrapyarders are former ex-cons. Well, if this could continue to build, the protest could result in violence. That may be time for someone to talk to protest leaders and talk to them before someone gets hurt. It's possible that they're already on the verge of riot. What good words do and actions can get things done faster. Being the rioters to a pulp is definitely one way of calming them down. The chance of these ex-con scrapyarders listening to reason is slim to none. The only thing they understand is violence. Getting away to the warehouse and stop there and right before it ends, send a clear message to the other scrapyarders within Paragon. Be grateful you're not back in Sharkhead, or else. You'll have two ways of taking down the scrapyarders: the old-fashioned way of beating them to pulp, or you can put enough tear gas into the vents of the warehouse to knock them all out at once. Well, wanting to improve your working conditions is not a crime. They don't deserve to be destroyed for it. Let's try to incapacitate them instead. Riled up and about to march. Better hurry. Not gonna try to find him this time. Just gonna try to find those canisters. Finding things in a warehouse is always a hard thing. I hear one. I see it. Alright, canister one set. Well, I'll be able to stop these three from causing too much of a ruckus, or can I? That fear ought to do it. Nope. That was worth a shot. Putting these three to sleep. Unfortunate, but necessary.
There's that last one. There we go. Putting it down in a relatively non-violent way. Some of the police are thankful, some less so, but not that it matters. Rioters were put to sleep, most of them uninjured. You're surprised to see the letters forming in the words in the empty air just in front of you. Reading the words as you prepare. It's important that you see their message from the round superhero, Doc Quantum. Reaper in red. It is I, Doc Quantum. I apologize for reaching you in an unusual manner, but my situation warranted extreme measures. I am currently being held by several Sky Raiders and need your assistance. I can tell you once more once you get here. Doc Quantum is renowned for fighting crime, having grown a name for capturing and convicting an entire cell of arachnous wolf spiders lurking within Paragon City. If the Sky Raiders have captured him, they obviously weren't thinking he had friends willing to risk their necks for a fellow crime fighter. In the words, they'll never see you coming. Doc Quantum has earned himself the respect of the superhero community for his diligence in fighting crime all the years. Some people think he may go soft on the criminals he apprehends, but it can't be denied that his heart is in the right place. What could have caused him to get captured so the gas go after you to save them, though? The Sky Raiders, they deserve no such respect. Once a loyal Special Forces unit for the military, they've chosen to band together on the wrong side of the law. Instead of fighting their lives as honorable veterans of the Rickety War, they are now fighting more as unscrupulous mercenaries. Not only do you get the chance to help out Dr. Quantum, but you can also get to show these cowardly soldiers what true courage is. One boot to the face at a time. Doc Quantum's message is contained within the whereabouts of his location, which isn't too far from here. You're unsure of what resistance you'll encounter while you're finding him. Hopefully these pathetic excuses for soldiers give you a lot of resistance, so you can return the favor. Real quick, I'm going to check something out in the Zone 8888. But if I'm right, it's going to be the last mission for this stream. Yeah, that's the hero one. Alright, I was just checking. You're positive this is the place that Doc Quantum showing you his message. While looking for him, feel free to beat these spineless turncoats into submission. They deserve nothing less for deserting the people they swore to protect. Well, there's Doc Quantum. Reaper in Red, I wish to speak with you. Thank goodness you're right where you did, Reaper in Red. These Sky Raiders are employing something within the locale that's suppressing my powers. Were it not for that, I'd be able to deal with the threat on the own. I am able to generate effect probabilities outside of the recent district, so I was able to send a message to you, but I'm at a loss within the surrounding area. There's been a recent spate of murders involving veterans from the Ricky invasion, which I have been investigating. The one common link within all of them was an incident in which their squad recently stumbled upon a secret arachno space hidden within Paragon City. I believe they have found something there that day, and they're being silenced before they go public, which is what they witnessed. So why isn't the military investigating this? I do have that question. When I queried, I found all the records were classified. Upon further questioning, I was told that their case is closed. Unfortunately, it appears that the military is, well, there's no other way to say it, they're training the back of these veterans. So what about the Sky Raiders? Well, I was tumbling through the possibilities of this came about. I noticed a significant thumbprint in the field of the Sky Raiders. Considering their military origins, their current state of being lawless mercenaries, I believe they are involved with the murderers. It's possible they have been hired by Arachnos to do their dirty work. Considering their reaction to my appearance, I'm dead activating whatever device they have, I'm pretty sure they're on the right track. However, I cannot come to a full conclusion until this week the leader ground them confess. So how can I help? Well, seeing as I'm unable to affect the probabilities within this local area, any assistance would be appreciated. I fear that I will be unable to fight for myself, so I'll need you to do it for me. I can offer advisor role throughout this, however. If we can find the leader of the Sky Raiders, we can question him as to the involvement in both the murders and maybe cover up this happening in regards to their deaths. I'm happy to give these scum what they're coming to them. Thank you, Reaper in Red. Let's find Colonel DeRay together. I'm sure he'll be holed up in the back of this complex. Let's do this. There's the ray. Before you take me. And why did they all suddenly just drop dead? That was weird. Well, looks like you won, Reaper in Red. What are you gonna do now? Kill me? Those are your orders, right? You do know these orders are from an Arachnus infiltrator, but a good soldier doesn't question orders today. You just follow them, even if it means killing the very same soldiers who defended the people you came to fight for. Well, what the fuck? I have no orders. And why are you at Doc Quantum here other to do to us what you've done to those veterans? You're sick, you know that? I'm here to pay you back for murdering those veterans. What are you talking about? We were behind the murders. We're looking to avenge them, you fool. The military turned their back on these soldiers, just like they did with us during the Ricky invasion. Why didn't you alert the military? We tried to give them information about we had with a wolf spider that infiltrated Iraq, but they ignored us because they're traitors. As a matter of fact, we nearly drew the wolf spider infiltrator out of the open before he murdered the vets. Except some hero captured and put it on trial. Problem is, he was out on the street the next day due to a technicality. Because of people like that naive hero, murderers are able to walk among us with the care in the world. And who did that? Why, Doc Quantum here. That's why we were prepared for someone like him to show up, misguided fool. Where's your proof, Colonel? Well, I think the proof is right in front of you. Looks like you read them like to us because... all because people like you don't have the courage to do this all that first. What are you talking? Well, there's... well, that's definitely the answer there. I'll see you soon, Reaper. Red sooner than you think. Nope. Your neck is broken now. Goodbye. I think there was supposed to be a conversation there. Oh well. Huh. Let me look that up real quick. See if I can look up what was supposed to happen there. Because I don't think what happened there was not what was supposed to happen. One moment, please. Okay. Nope, guess not. And there's no ending to it. Interesting. Well, alright, so that's it for now. Next week, I'll be taking her to the dark side of things, where she brings her rage to the Rogue Isles, the city of villains. For now, though, we're going to have a random haiku. And that random haiku of the day: wooded hilled barbside, a yellow pebble waddles at the old tissue. And that's going to be it for City of Heroes.
at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, so about 40 minutes from now, I'll be doing some pinball. For now, see ya.